What is up, YouTube? This is going to be the first video and the baseline video for our plastic series. So what is it? What are we doing here?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not very good with plastics, at least as of right now. So I want to learn a little bit more about them, and I figured that there might be some people out there that want to learn more about the plastics as well. So we're going to describe in decent detail about the differences of the plastics. We're not the most descriptive people by any means, but we're going to try and give you basic, tacky feel, firmness, things like that.
That way when you're ordering online, if it's a plastic that you haven't dealt with before, which is a lot of times going to be the case because, let's face it, there aren't a ton of disc golf stores. So you can't always handle the disc or the plastic beforehand.
We did decide on that we needed some sort of baseline. So the baseline that we decided on was Innova's plastic line, I guess you could say, because they're just the biggest name company. Everyone's felt their plastic, so they can at least say, they can compare it to that.
It's something you could go out at, around here, the only store that we've got that carries discs is Dick's. So if you could go to the store, feel that, and say, okay, they said that this is going to be this compared to whatever the plastic from Innova is. This is like this from Innova, but a little bit stiffer, a little bit tackier, whatever it is. So we're going to go through. This will be the baseline video. Everything from this point will be compared to the Innova plastics. So here's the plastics. All right. First up is the DX. DX, it's got pretty good grip. It's not a super stiff plastic. It's got a little bit of flex. Obviously, when it gets warm, it's going to be a little bit more flexible. But it's that baseline plastic, so you're not going to get anything special with it. A little bit of flex, not too firm. It's pretty tacky.
In the rain, this disc performs pretty good. It's not like the Star plastic where it gets almost grippier, but it'll wick it pretty well. Durability wise, it gets nicked up fast, which makes it more understable. But if you like, just single mold, like a couple molds in your bag, it's great to carry a couple DX because they beat in faster, so you'll have one for each flight. Good putter plastic as well.
All right, so next up, we've got an R Pro wood chip. This is kind of a special blend. It's got those, like it says, like wood chips in the plastic. It's very tacky. This would be a really good putter plastic. It's definitely more firm than the DX, and it'll get even more firm when it's cold. But yeah, it feels great. This will be a great putter plastic.
In the rain, those wood chips, they absorb the water, I guess. I don't know what it does really, but it makes it more tacky. So when it rains, it actually gets a little bit more tacky and grippy. Durability wise, it's going to be a little bit better than DX, but it still beats in fairly quickly.
All right, this is the regular R Pro. It is a little bit softer, a little bit more flexible than the wood chip. The tackiness is about the same. It's pretty grippy. It's got a little bit more flex. Again, when it's cold, like any plastic, it's going to get more firm. This would be a good putter plastic if you like a little bit softer of a plastic, a little bit more flexible.
In the rain, snow, sleet, hail, it's going to be slick. It's going to get a little bit slick, but you wipe it down, it'll get tacky again. Durability wise, again, it's just going to be a little bit better than, actually a good bit better than DX. This soft plastic would be great for an approach disc as well.
Next up is the XT plastic. This is very grippy. It's kind of similar to that wood chip. It's very grippy though. This would be an awesome putt and approach plastic. It's definitely more firm than the Pro. I'd say it's pretty comparable to the DX as far as the stiffness goes. It it's a really nice plastic. I really like the feel of this. It's very grippy.
In the rain, snow, sleet, hail, it is going to get tackier. This disc is great in the rain. It feels good in the hand, even when your hands are wet. Durability-wise, it's kind of right up there with, the premium plastics. Maybe beats in a little bit less or a little bit faster, but other than that, it's going to hold up over time.
Okay, next up we've got the Pro Plastic, which... So the best way to compare this is a tackier, firmer GStar. This plastic feels great. It's not super tacky, but it feels great, and it's got that really nice stiffness, where it's not like the Glow or even the regular Champion. But it's also not super flimsy either. This is a really good plastic.
In the rain, it's going to perform really well. For being kind of a premium plastic, it's going to hold up well in the rain. It's going to stay tacky. Durability-wise, it's going to be durable. These things are surprisingly durable. That's why they started making drivers out of them, because they do hold. They will hold their stability. They won't get beat up. So, if you want a little cheaper driver, go with the Pro.
Also, from the experience that I have with them, the Pro plastic is a little bit less stable out of the box. So keep that in mind. Next up, we've got the Champion plastic. This is a pretty common one. Everyone should be able to find one of these. It's okay for the tackiness. It could get slick if your hands are sweaty, but the firmness, it's pretty firm. I'd say it's similar to, it's almost got the same stiffness as like the DX. So it's got a little bit of flex, but if it's cold, these are going to get very stiff. This plastic, I'd say it's almost unusable when it's super cold. It's like a rock, and not the mold.
Performance in the rain, it's slick. Make sure you have towels with you if you've got these Champ discs, which everyone does, I'm pretty sure at this point. Make sure you bring towels because it will get slick. Durability wise, I don't know if there's very many plastic types that get better than this. It's a very durable disc. It's also going to be a little bit more stable typically. This plastic's a little bit more stable than the softer ones, so that's just something to keep in mind.
All right, next up is the Champion Blizzard. It's weird. It feels a little bit tackier than the regular Champ, and it's a little bit more flexible. It doesn't feel quite as stiff. It feels pretty good in the hand if you're looking for a one of those bubble or blizzard type of plastics.
This will perform a little bit better in the rain. It's just got a little bit more tackiness to it, so you won't have, I'd still dry your disc off, but it's not going to be as bad when wet. Durability wise, it's going to get beat up a little faster than the Champion, but it's still going to hold up a good while. This also, with these little bubbles, I do believe that most of these float in the water, so if you want a burner disc to throw over a pond, a blizzard plastic isn't a bad idea.
All right, next up we've got the Champion Glow. These are stiff, and the feel is pretty much the same as the Champion as far as the tackiness goes. This might be a tad bit more grippy, but they are stiff. If you're throwing this when it's cold, I can't imagine how stiff it would actually be. It's a great disc. They're going to be more stable as well.
How it performs in the rain, it's going to be slick, guys. This one, it's super slick in the rain. It might be a little bit worse in the rain than the Champion, just the regular Champion. So keep that in mind. Bring towels as usual. Durability wise, I think this is more durable. Not sure. Haven't really thrown one that long to figure out the durability, but I'm pretty sure that they are a good bit more durable.
Next up, we've got the GStar. GStar is very, very tacky, very, very grippy. It's also a soft plastic. It's very flexible. It feels really good in the hand. I imagine this would be really good for the drivers that I've felt. It's kind of weird to have a driver that's this flexible, but they feel good. It's a really nice plastic. Obviously, it's one of their premium blends.
In the rain, it's great. GStar performs really well in the rain, stays tacky. Durability-wise, it's very durable. This is one of the most premium plastics, if not the premium plastic, because it's got the tackiness and it's got that durability. Also great for winter rounds because it's so soft. When you get into the colder rounds, it gets not very firm, but firm enough that it feels good. Almost, star firm. So that's GStar.
All right, so the EchoStar. As far as the grip goes, I'd say it's right in between the GStar and Star. A little bit less grippy than the GStar, a little bit more grippy than the Star. Flex-wise, it's also going to fall right in that spot. It's definitely flexible, but not quite as flexible as the GStar.
In the weather, this will be just like the Star plastics. This is going to be very good in the rain, but because it's not using the premium blends that Star and GStar have, it's kind of like a mixture. It wears a little bit faster.
Okay, and last we've got the Star plastic. The Star is it's got the firmness of a Champion disc, but the tackiness of a Pro. So it feels great. It's very grippy. This is an awesome. I like it a lot for a driver because it's not super firm like the Glow plastic, but I really like this as a driver plastic.
This performs pretty good in the rain. I'd say it's going to be a little bit more slick than the GStar, so if you just keep a towel again, wipe it off, it's going to be fine. Durability wise, just about as durable as the rest of them. It's a very durable disc. The Star and the Champion, I'd say, are my favorite plastics just because of that durability. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. That's what Brad and I thought of the plastics. That's how we described them. And that is what we're going to use to describe the discs in the future. So that's going to be our baseline test. That's what every disc every plastic we're going to compare from now on is going to be compared to those discs in that plastic.
Yep. We'll be doing hopefully one for every brand. Yeah. Hopefully you liked it. If you've got any suggestions on how to make the series a little bit better, or if you don't think this is a useful series, then save us some time and let us know. And then we don't have to finish the rest of it. But I think that this would be a very helpful series.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, check us out on Instagram. That's it.